Psychologists say the quietest people often have the loudest breaking points. It's a paradox. Those who seem the most composed, the most loyal, and the most patient are often the ones you should fear pushing too far. Among these enigmatic personalities lies the Sigma male, a man who values loyalty above all else but knows exactly when to walk away. Here's the thing, Sigma males are not just introverts or lone wolves. They are thinkers, strategists, and deeply loyal individuals who demand respect not through words but through actions. They thrive in their independence yet remain fiercely loyal to those who treat them with dignity. However, there's a limit to everyone's patience, even theirs. The question is, what happens when you cross that line? A Sigma male won't lash out in a rage or argue endlessly. No, his response is far more subtle and much more devastating. He won't announce his dissatisfaction or give dramatic ultimatums. Instead, he'll quietly but decisively change the game in ways that leave you reeling. And science backs this up. Studies on emotional intelligence reveal that people who internalize their feelings, like the Sigma male, process betrayal and disrespect differently. They don't explode, they evolve. This isn't just personal, it's psychological warfare. So let me ask you, have you ever felt the quiet shift when someone decides they're done? That's the Sigma male at his breaking point. And trust me, it's not something you want to experience. This is more than just a personality trait. It's a survival strategy, a way of protecting his peace and reclaiming his power. The response of a Sigma male when pushed too far isn't loud or messy. It's precise, calculated, and final. And if you think he'll come back after being wronged, you're in for a rude awakening. What exactly does he do? Let's uncover the profound and irreversible steps a loyal Sigma male takes when he's been pushed too far. Reason 1. The silent retreat when words lose their value. When a Sigma male is pushed too far, his first instinct isn't to argue or explain himself. Instead, he withdraws into silence. This isn't just a coping mechanism, it's a calculated choice. To a Sigma, words lose their value when they fall on deaf ears or are met with disrespect. The retreat isn't about weakness, it's about conserving energy. Sigmas understand that engaging in meaningless arguments only drains their mental reserves. They'd rather invest that energy in something productive, like recalibrating their boundaries or focusing on their goals. Think of it like a chess game. When the board gets chaotic, the Sigma steps back to assess the entire situation, considering every possible move. This silence often unnerves people because it feels like rejection. But for the Sigma, it's a necessary pause. It's a moment to reclaim control over his emotions and determine whether the relationship or situation is worth salvaging. This retreat is often the first warning sign, though many miss it. They mistake his silence for passivity, not realizing it's the calm before the storm. And once he's in this phase, it's only a matter of time before he makes a decisive move. Reason 2, the great disconnect, cutting emotional ties. Loyalty runs deep in a Sigma male. He doesn't form bonds easily, but when he does, he invests fully. That's why betrayal, disrespect, or relentless pressure cuts deeper than most people realize. When you push him too far, his second response is even more chilling. He begins to disconnect emotionally. This isn't done out of spite, it's survival. Emotional ties that drain or harm him are severed with surgical precision. Unlike others who may cling to toxic relationships out of fear or dependency, the Sigma is unafraid to walk away, even from those he once cared for deeply. The process is quiet but devastating. He doesn't announce his departure or seek validation for his decision. One day you'll notice the absence. His texts will stop coming, his calls will go unanswered, and his presence will feel like a distant memory. This disconnect is his way of preserving his peace. Philosophically, this step mirrors Stoic principles. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." For a Sigma, disconnecting is an act of reclaiming his inner strength. And when he does, there's no turning back. Reason 3, the cold strategy when logic takes over. Once emotional ties are severed, the Sigma enters a phase of cold, calculated strategy. This is where he becomes truly unpredictable. A Sigma male's mind is his most powerful weapon, and when he's pushed too far, he uses it with surgical precision. He doesn't seek revenge in the traditional sense. Instead, he focuses on removing obstacles, cutting toxic influences, and building a future that no longer includes those who hurt him. This might mean quitting a job that exploits him, ending a relationship that drains him, or walking away from a social circle that doesn't respect his values. What makes this phase so impactful is its quiet ruthlessness. While others might lash out in anger, the Sigma's actions are deliberate and far-reaching. He doesn't just move on, he thrives. And in doing so, he leaves those who wronged him questioning their choices. This strategic response isn't just about survival, it's about evolution. The Sigma doesn't waste time dwelling on the past. Instead, he channels his energy into becoming a stronger, wiser version of himself. And in doing so, he ensures that no one will ever push him to that point again. Reason 4. The inner fortress, reinforcing boundaries. One of the most profound changes that occur when a Sigma male is pushed too far is the reinforcement of his boundaries. Sigmas are naturally independent, but a breach of their trust turns them into fortresses. This isn't about building walls to keep people out. It's about creating gates that only the worthy can pass through. The Sigma learns from every betrayal, every slight, and every moment of disrespect. He refines his understanding of what he will and won't tolerate, and he adjusts his boundaries accordingly. This shift often surprises those around him. Where once he was accommodating and loyal, he now becomes unapologetically firm. This firmness isn't aggressive, it's resolute. The Sigma doesn't feel the need to explain or justify his boundaries. He simply enforces them. Philosophically, this aligns with the idea of self-respect as the foundation of all relationships. As Epictetus once said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." By reinforcing his boundaries, the Sigma reclaims his freedom and ensures his loyalty is never taken for granted again. Reason 5. The final transformation, becoming untouchable. The ultimate response of a Sigma male who's been pushed too far is transformation. This isn't just about moving on, it's about rising above. The Sigma takes the pain, betrayal, and disappointment he's endured and uses it as fuel for growth. He becomes untouchable, not in the sense that he's invulnerable, but in the sense that he's unshakable. His sense of self is so deeply rooted that no external force can disrupt his peace. This transformation is both inspiring and intimidating. Those who once underestimated him are left in awe of his resilience. This phase isn't about revenge or proving a point. It's about self-mastery. The Sigma male emerges stronger, wiser, and more focused than ever. He doesn't look back with bitterness. He looks forward with clarity. And in doing so, he sets an example for others, showing that loyalty, when respected, is a gift, but when abused, it becomes a force to be reckoned with. When you push a loyal Sigma male too far, what you witness is not revenge, it's evolution. His response is not born out of anger, but clarity, not chaos, but precision. He retreats, disconnects, reinforces his boundaries, and ultimately transforms into someone untouchable. And the most striking part? He does it all without needing validation, applause, or confrontation. The Sigma male's strength lies in his quiet power and his unwavering commitment to preserving his peace. His loyalty, once broken, isn't something you can rebuild with empty words or hollow gestures. He moves forward, not backward, taking the lessons learned with him and leaving the chaos behind. For those who value his presence, take this as a reminder. Never mistake his patience for weakness or his loyalty for obligation. He gives freely, but he expects respect in return. The moment that balance is disrupted, he won't fight for your approval. He'll fight for his peace. If you've ever crossed paths with a Sigma male, you'll know this. His silence is louder than most people's screams, and his absence leaves a void that's hard to fill. Respect him, and you'll gain a lifelong ally. Push him too far, and you'll lose him forever. If this video has resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more insights into the fascinating mindset of Sigma males. Share this video with someone who needs to hear it, and let us know in the comments what you think about the quiet power of the Sigma male. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.